Good morning, and welcome to another rousing edition of the Sunday Hangover Show. Okay, first, as usual, we'd like to open with the sponsor, which, considering that this week was St. Patrick's Day, Jameson's Irish Whiskey, which pretty much made a ton of memories for a lot of people this past Friday. I think you always have to appreciate the fact that one simple thing. I love the fact that people think that they can drink, and I've said this before, people in their 30s and 40s that think that they can still drink like they're 22, 23 years old. That is impressive. All right, now this list for today is kind of pick up from a list that we started last year. The way it works is people in need of tasering. So first, this is kind of a little shout out to Madison and Victoria, two of my co-workers who have decided to leave the industry and move on to bigger and brighter things. I wish them extremely well, but half the reason that they have jumped ship is because of the people that need tasering. So we'll start with the most common ones first. Okay, I guess you could say auto mechanics. I know a lot of good auto mechanics, but there's a lot of bad ones out there. So for instance, you go in for an oil change and they say, well, yeah, we went to check your oil and we noticed that your engine's about to fall out. So it's going to be about $1,500, $1,700 to put the engine back in. Like, I would have known that my engine was going to fall out since I'm here for an oil change. So instead of paying the $1,700, you're going to get tasered. So that's one. People in retail that truly no idea what you're looking for or what you're shopping for. And you basically walk up to them and say, well, listen, I'm looking for X, Y, Z, whatever it is. And they have a big smile and go, oh, sorry, I can't help you. I'm like, yeah, this is your job. So I'm not going to be disrespectful because I'm not rude to people. I respect everybody's working no matter where they're working at. But since you can't help me and you're basically just stealing money, I'm going to be back later and you're going to get tasered. All right, so let's move down the list. And this one I always love to mention. People in the grocery store, supermarket, Target, wherever you're doing your shopping, stop cursing and yelling at your kids, because that can be done in the car, that can be done in the parking lot, that can be done in your home, that can be done far away from me. If I can basically bite my tongue while my son is trying to put the entire store in his pocket, then you can do the same. If not, go ahead, yell and curse at him. And small of your back, right in the lower part of your back where your spine is, that's where you'll feel the taser. So you're definitely in deserve of tasering. So that's usually the same band of people, that also go out, restaurants, wherever it is. The land of entitlement is over. So I'm sorry if you're just a miserable person to begin with, and you probably shouldn't be out of your house, and you should probably enjoy takeout food, because the world really doesn't need to see that much of you. So here's my thing. If you go out in public, be nice, be kind, just be quiet. If you don't have the energy to be kind and quiet, just shut up. Shut up and enjoy the time that you have away from your house. Because if you're going to roll out to a place and say, well, you got to do this and you got to do that, and the customer's this and the customer's that, you're going to get tasered probably until you black out. Like, the tasering may never stop. I may actually get other people to help taser just to continue the tasering. So that's 100% true. All right. I'm trying to think. This is the beauty of this show is I really should start writing things down either on the inside of my eyelids or somewhere. All right, who else do we have in the people that ruin the end of movies. That's a simple one. Like, a hot movie comes out and they can't wait to tell you who Kaiser Soze is. Taser, like, instantly. People that here's another good one, and this is kind of current, considering all the storms that we had. If your parents are elderly and you don't check and make sure that someone is shoveling them out, you're instantly getting tasered. They found a little old woman, like 85 years old somewhere, underneath the snow with a shovel, deceased. So seriously, like, bail out your parents when it's snowing. At least check on them. Otherwise, you just deserve to be tasered. All right, I'm sure I could come up with at least 10 or 15 more. But anyway, like I said, please try and avoid being tasered if you can. And that would also be creepy old men. Like if you're, I'm a creepy old guy, but at least I try and keep it under control. If you're older and creepier than me, stay away from young women. You scare the hell out of them. I hope the girl has a taser, and then you get a taser. Seriously, that's it. You know, if you want to do that, go online. There's 1,000,006 different places. You can go Google for some woman that wants to take your money when you die. But if you do it out in public, taser. All right, that's another rousing edition of the Hangover Show. Everybody have a great week and enjoy the rest of the March Madness tournament. Out.